Hi and welcome back to another episode of PDA Dad UK. In this episode we are going to be talking with my amazing daughter Sienna May, and we're going to be talking what it's like living with autism as a kid. As I say, welcome back to PDA Dad UK. Before we go on, can you go hit like, hit subscribe, ring the bell. You'll always know when I've got new content coming online, and you'll also be helping me hit that 10,000 subscriber mark, which would be a huge milestone for me. So please do go and do that. Huge favour. Thank you. As I said before, what we're going to be doing is talking with my daughter Sienna May about her life being autistic and what it's like for her day to day, the things that she faces as a kid. So this is for you kids out there, as well as for parents and carers, to get an idea of actually what it's like going through the day being an autistic person. Sienna, welcome. How are you?
Good.
Excellent. Why did you want to do this?
Because I want to help people that's struggling like that's me, and that feels left out. Because people get bullied like me, I get bullied.
Yeah.
And it's just horrible because it's not fair.
How do you get bullied? What ways?
People make fun of me a lot for how I look, how I do things, and it's not my fault. I struggle a lot. But autism is amazing though, and you should never let anybody stop you from doing what you want to do.
Absolutely right. You say that you get people bully you and you get picked on, I guess, in certain things you do. What sort of things do people particularly talk about?
Like horrible things like nasty names.
If they're going to say something, what would they say about you? What are they picking on with you that relates to being autistic?
Like how I act. I shake a lot, I stim a lot, and people look at me in weird ways. It's horrible because it's not fair on me.
How do you stim? What are your stims?
Like this and like that. I just don't like it because it makes me feel really angry and sad.
Yeah. You feel different, is that right?
Yeah.
So you spoke to me about this, and
I like being different though.
Being different is an awesome thing, and I agree. What are the great things about being different that you see?
Nobody's normal.
Absolutely right. There's no such thing as
It's
normal, is
just
there?
fun. It's just amazing, and I just love it because it makes me feel happier in myself. Not just being like a normal person, but there's no such thing as normal, just a weird person.
Well, you're unique, aren't you? That's the key, isn't it? What are the things that you think, I'm so glad I'm autistic because I do this differently, or what are the things that you really find really positive about?
My mind's different to everyone, so I think clearly, and I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm good at cooking and stuff like that, and my mind thinks differently to people.
So you sort of focus on things differently and life differently, I guess, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. When you struggle, what are the struggles that you have? What do you really find in your own mind or your own life?
I can't concentrate properly loads of the time.
Yeah.
And it's just, my body gets really shrunk and it feels like it's like breaking down. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
And it's like a feeling that you've never felt before. I have different types of feelings, like butterflies in my stomach. I get a lot of headaches when I feel not myself.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, yeah, that's something people would associate, I guess, stress and anxiety with. Often you get headaches and things like that, but you experience that more often, is that right?
I do cope with it. It helps by listening to music. It helps me focus on different things and like fidgeting. I fidget when I'm agitated and bored, not feeling happy on myself and not feeling myself. So I just fidget and it helps, and like doing these strategies.
So stimming really helps you,
It gets all my energy out.
Okay, what's that? So you feel like there's a build-up of your energy inside.
Yeah.
It has to get out. Is that it? I don't want to say it and you think,
it is.
It is that. That's really cool. So you find that stimming helps that. And does stimming help you when it comes to avoiding, we know you experience meltdowns every now and again.
And it's like when I'm on a bus, I normally just sit there, talk to my teachers, or we have school iPads, so I'll listen to music on the iPads and play Minecraft and stuff like that. There's loads of cooking games on there, so it's pretty cool. So that's gonna help me on the bus, being focused on something else instead of everybody else being silly. So
you find music helps. Do you need to sing to it? Is there anything, or is it just the hearing it?
Just hearing it makes me feel calmer, and my body just sinks.
That makes a lot of sense, because I find that, Dad, I love my music and I listen to it a lot. And I find that, so even as somebody who's not autistic myself, I find that music's a great release.
My number one thing is cooking makes me feel so calm and in my own self.
How did you discover cooking?
we were doing a cooking class at school. I was around 8 and I started getting enjoying it. We were making cookies and burgers and stuff like that because it was around a fun day. And I started feeling really happy myself and it was so fun. I just love cooking, it just makes me feel so happy. I love making curries the best.
You make a very good curry, I must say. As somebody who's a meat eater, your vegetable curries are amazing as well. What's it like for you day to day? You talk a lot about the fact that you often say to me that you feel anxious or you feel like you're struggling or whatever. Is that a constant thing for you?
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that happens when I wake up. I just don't feel myself a lot.
Yeah. How do you mean by that? You don't feel yourself?
I don't feel my happy, cheery self. Normally when I go to school I feel happy, and then some days I feel really sad, agitated, and like shaking and stuff like that.
So sometimes you just wake up and you know it's going to be a day where you're struggling in a way.
There's one thing with my anxiety, I do this a lot.
Do that?
Like, do that, or I just like that.
How does that make you feel?
It helps me calm down lessons, and people just stare at me saying, what the hell is that girl doing?
I guess the good thing is you're in a school that more people understand. But
Yeah.
it's a strange thing, isn't it? Because it's just something that's helping you to cope, to get through. But it's something that not necessarily people really get and really understand.
Yeah.
The most important thing there is you be you. And if you need that, you need that. Do you ever explain it to people? If someone's giving you a funny look, do you just say, sorry, I just need to decompress or de-stress at the moment?
Yeah, I say that to people, I just need to have a moment. So I go for 5 minutes a lot.
To explain at Sienna's school, because it's a SEN school, if she's really struggling, she can say, I need 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they'll take her out and give her a bit of a walk around or anything like that. How does that help you?
I just get all my energy out. It helps me calm down when I have milk breakdowns and stuff like that.
So I want to ask about this, and just to reiterate, if you don't want to talk about something, you don't have to.
Yeah, it's fine.
When you hit meltdown, what's that process like for you from the inside? So I get to watch it obviously, and I can see certain things, but
There's
for you,
different steps.
yeah. What are
First step is like I'm building up. Like I'm a little bit agitated and I just want to be left alone. The second step, I hate everyone. I just want to die. I'm being truthful here.
Yeah.
And third step, I just want to kill myself, jump out window, just leave me alone. Like I swear in my own head. I just can't cope. And fourth step is like anger inside, but I just leave it. I just like sit in a corner like, what's going on? Just leave me alone.
So your head goes through
Different stages.
really quickly from what I can see. So you're going through all those stages, but you go through them in a very short space of time before you hit that point where you just can't cope anymore and
Yeah.
out it all comes. What's it like for you in that moment when having a meltdown?
Yeah.
How does it feel for you inside? Because people watching may not, realise.
Yeah.
It's a question I've not asked you enough probably. But what inside, what are you feeling?
My body goes all tight. I just don't feel. I feel really weird. It's like all tingly feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
It's an insight though. It helps me from obviously being your dad and seeing, knowing what you go through in those times, and it's really hard.
I do this a lot, like that.
Yeah. You stim a lot with your hands, don't you? You kind of.
It just helps me calm down.
Yeah. You've gone through a lot, and you've grown a lot. So I mean, you're 12 now. We're stampeding towards 13. You're gonna be a teenager. Last year was a very difficult year for you.
It was really hard, but I've got used to it now. It's just really hard to cope at the moment, like in my head.
Yeah.
All the voices tell me to do bad things and stuff like that.
And you feel that, and I mean, we've got through. What's helped you to get through that? Because we're in a much better place. I know you still get those moments.
You've definitely helped a lot.
I'm really proud of that,
But Mum especially.
Mum especially. Why is that?
She knows me the best.
Yeah.
She has it too.
She does.
She has a lot of autism, stuff like that. She struggles like me with anxiety and depression sometimes.
So having somebody who kind of understands from the inside like you
Yeah.
has helped a lot, because she can talk to you from experience. Is that right?
Yeah.
We're lucky in that, I guess, in that when we can talk to you about that sort of
Mum's
stuff.
exactly like me.
Yeah, brings a closeness there. I think it's really cool. What would you say? So, if somebody's watching this and they're struggling with their mental health and how they're feeling, what would you say to them? What helps you to get through it? And
Keep strong, be brave. People love family and friends. We all stick together. Don't be mean, only kindness. That's my secret quote that everybody needs in their heart. Don't let anybody stop you from doing things that you need to do, okay? Because you're your own person. Don't let any haters get in your way. You're awesome, you're kind. Don't let anybody say mean comments. You're gorgeous in every single way.
Absolutely. And to anybody that might be watching who may not be autistic or neurodivergent like you, what would you say would really help you if you could say to people, if you could do this, it would really help me to live a...
Just help people that are struggling.
Yeah, how would they help?
Just go up to them saying, do you need any help? Do you want me to get someone for you? Or do you want me to talk to you about it?
So finding a friend has been really helpful. What about people who are, you say you feel uncomfortable sometimes because you need to stim, but other people are staring or what the...
Like certain people just look at me saying, what the hell are you doing?
So if you could say something to people who sort of stare and look at, what would you ask them to do?
Can you just leave me alone? I'm trying to do my own thing. I just want to do it because it makes me feel happier.
Just kind of move on. Don't, I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah.
You know how proud I am of you and all the steps that you've made, and you live with this, and I think it's something, I personally think it's made you a more amazing person in so many ways. Like you say, you find these things like cooking and your art and music, and you really, those are things that you might not have had you not been neurodivergent the way you are. And I think that's a really wonderful thing, and I am so proud of you. And to clarify, Sienna wanted to do this video. I was looking at potentially doing something which would explain to other young people what it's like living as a neurodivergent person.
It's awesome.
And I wanted to talk to, I asked Sienna, and we tried this a while back and she didn't want to do it, and that was fine. But she came to me and said, I'd really like to do this now. So she wants this to be out there for people to see. So this is something that's her own decision, I guess, and something that she wanted to do.
You don't need to be afraid to speak out. Just speak to your mum or dad or parent or someone.
Someone you trust.
Just someone you really trust.
Yeah.
And someone that every person has a good heart.
Absolutely. There's good in everybody, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you'll always find somebody who
has a good spark and just wants to cheer you up.
Yeah, and cares, I think, and loves you for who you are. And I think that's such an important thing. If you're experiencing any of these sort of things, and Sienna's talked about her life and the things that she particularly struggles with, and some of the dark thoughts that she might have, or things that go on, what I would strongly suggest is, if you're experiencing that, talk to someone. I'll put a list in the description of loads of different charities, the Samaritans, Childline, all those sort of places that can help. If you're struggling, there are places that you can reach out to and talk to. But find someone you can trust as well. It might be a teacher, it might be a friend, it might be hopefully your parents, and but there are people out there, or carers, there are people out there who genuinely care and want to help. So please do reach out if you're experiencing any of these issues. It's really, really important, because you matter. Sienna, I want to thank you for doing this and for wanting to share yourself with others. I think it's an awesome thing. So thank you. That's what we've got for this. It's something Sienna wanted to do, and I'm incredibly proud that she wanted to do it. Please do go hit like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell. You'll always know when there's new content coming on my channel. I will see you again on the next episode, but please do stay safe in the meantime.